Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take you on a journey today, a journey of understanding and insight into one of the most painful experiences that any human being can face: betrayal. I know many of you are here because you felt the sting of betrayal, whether from friends, family, or colleagues. Some of you may have carried this pain for years, and still the wounds remain open. I'm here to tell you that there is a profound lesson to be learned from betrayal, a lesson that, when understood, can transform your life in ways you could never have imagined. Betrayal is not a random event. It is not just something that happens by chance, as though the universe has conspired against you. No. Betrayal occurs for reasons. There are layers to why it happens, and the sooner you understand these reasons, the sooner you can rise from the ashes of that betrayal and walk with greater wisdom and clarity in your life. Now, you might be sitting there wondering, why did they betray me? Why did the people I trusted, the people I invested in, the ones I loved, turn on me? Today, I'm going to share with you 3 core reasons why betrayal happens. And as we go through these, I want you to begin to think about the betrayal that you've experienced in your life and ask yourself, what is the lesson I am supposed to learn from this? What can this teach me? The first reason why they betrayed you is because of a misunderstanding of your value. You see, when people don't fully understand the value of who you are, they tend to treat you as expendable. And the problem isn't with you. No, the problem lies in their inability to recognize the treasure that you are. You are not a mistake. You are not an accident. But some people, through their limited perspective, will see you as just another stepping stone, just another person in their life for the moment. Someone who can be used and discarded. This happens because the world has conditioned us to misunderstand the concept of value. We live in a world where people are taught to see value through superficial means, status, money, connections. But real value, the kind that has lasting impact, that comes from within. And when people are blind to that kind of value, they will treat you in a way that doesn't honor the depth of who you are. They will betray you because they never truly saw you. They never truly understood the depth of what you bring to the table. But let me tell you something. Their inability to recognize your worth does not diminish your value. Just because they didn't see the gold in you doesn't mean you aren't made of it. It simply means that their eyes were closed. So when betrayal happens in this context, it's not about you being unworthy. It's about them not having the spiritual sight to appreciate what you offer. The second reason why they betrayed you is because they were threatened by your potential. You see, some people, even those closest to you, may not be able to handle the greatness that you carry within. Your potential can make others uncomfortable. Your strength, your brilliance, your ability to rise above adversity, it all threatens their sense of security. And when someone feels threatened, they will often strike out in the most damaging way possible. They will betray you, not because you've done something wrong, but because they cannot cope with the thought that you might surpass them. Now, I want you to really think about this for a moment. Your greatness, your success, your potential is a reflection of what you were meant to become, not a reflection of their limitations. But not everyone around you will be able to handle that. Not everyone will want to see you rise to the heights that you are destined for. Some will try to pull you down either consciously or unconsciously because they cannot stand the idea of your success. They'll betray you not out of malice, but because the fear of your potential frightens them. But hear me clearly, your potential is not a curse. It's a gift. And the more you begin to step into it, the more you will see that those who truly belong in your life will celebrate your rise, not sabotage it. When betrayal comes from this place, it's not a reflection of you. It's a reflection of the insecurities and limitations of those who can't handle your greatness. The third reason why they betrayed you is because they didn't understand the value of loyalty. Loyalty is not just a word, it's a principle. It's the glue that holds relationships together. Loyalty is about consistency, trust, and support. It's about standing with someone in the good times and the bad. But there are people who enter into relationships with no understanding of loyalty. They think of loyalty as something they can turn on and off as they please, a commodity they can use when it benefits them and discard when it no longer serves their interests. When someone lacks loyalty, they are not committed to the relationship. They are only committed to their own needs. And when their needs change, when they can no longer see how the relationship benefits them, that's when betrayal occurs. The betrayal doesn't stem from love or care, but from a selfish need to preserve their own position, their own comfort. They will betray you when they feel that you are no longer useful to them. But understand this, loyalty is a rare and powerful thing. It's not something that can be bought or manipulated. Loyalty must be built on mutual respect, trust, and shared values. When someone betrays your loyalty, it is because they never understood it in the first place, and that's their loss. They missed the opportunity to build something lasting, something powerful. Their betrayal is a sign of their immaturity, their inability to value what true loyalty looks like. But here's the beautiful part of this story. Betrayal is not the end. No, it's not the end. It is simply a wake-up call, a challenge for you to see the world differently, for you to begin to discern who is truly worthy of your trust, your time, your energy, and your love. You can't change the people who have betrayed you. You can't undo the hurt that they've caused. But what you can do is change how you respond. You can take this pain, this betrayal, and turn it into wisdom. You can take this betrayal and turn it into a lesson for the future. You can choose to rise above it and move forward with greater clarity, knowing that there are people who will value you, who will recognize your worth, who will stand by your side no matter the circumstances. Let me say this and let it resonate deeply in your spirit. Betrayal is not the reflection of your inadequacies. It's the reflection of the inadequacies of those who betrayed you. And while their actions may have hurt you, their actions do not define who you are. You are greater than the betrayal. You are stronger than the hurt. You are made for more than the pain that you've endured. And as you go forward, remember this. The ones who betrayed you did not rob you of anything valuable. In fact, they helped you see the truth. They helped you see the value of loyalty, the value of true love, the importance of surrounding yourself with people who understand your worth. They helped you become more discerning in your relationships, more careful with your trust, and more intentional with the people you allow into your life. And that, my friends, is the real gift. Because you are not just here to survive the pain of betrayal, you are here to thrive beyond it. You are here to rise, to grow, to learn, and to become the best version of yourself. Don't let betrayal be the thing that defines you. Let it be the thing that refines you. You have a destiny that's far greater than the betrayal you faced. You have a purpose that cannot be derailed by the actions of others. Keep moving forward. Keep your head high, your heart strong, and your eyes focused on the horizon. As you continue to walk through life, let me remind you that betrayal does not make you weaker. It makes you wiser. The pain may feel unbearable at first, but if you choose to learn from it, to grow from it, you will see that it has carved pathways of wisdom and discernment in your heart. It will teach you the value of guarding your heart, not in a way that builds walls, but in a way that teaches you to let the right people in and to keep the wrong people out. It is in the moments of betrayal that you develop a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. Consider the great stories of those who have been betrayed and yet went on to do incredible things. The greatest figures in history were not immune to betrayal. They were not spared the hurt of those closest to them turning their backs. But in their pain, they found their purpose. In their hurt, they found their strength. You see, betrayal has a strange way of stripping away the superficial and forcing you to confront what is real. It forces you to understand that the world is not always as it seems, and that not everyone who claims to be with you is truly for you. When they betray you, they may think they are taking something from you, but in reality, they are gifting you an opportunity to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient, an opportunity to redefine what loyalty and trust truly mean. And this is something that no one can take from you, your ability to rise again. You may fall, but you can always get back up. You may be wounded, but you can always heal. This is the key. Your power lies in your response. No one can control how you respond to betrayal except you. The betrayal may have come from a place of weakness in them, but your response is a reflection of your strength. And your strength is not measured by how hard you can fight back or how much pain you can endure. Your strength is measured by how much wisdom you gain from the experience, how much peace you maintain as you move forward, and how much love you can still give, even after being hurt. Betrayal can also be a lesson in forgiveness. Now, I'm not talking about the kind of forgiveness that means pretending the betrayal didn't happen. I'm talking about the kind of forgiveness that frees you. You see, when you hold on to anger and resentment, you are still allowing the betrayal to control you. You are still allowing the actions of those who hurt you to dictate your emotional state. But forgiveness is not for them, it's for you. It's about releasing the hold that betrayal has over your heart. It's about letting go of the chains that bind you to the past and giving yourself the freedom to move forward. But I want you to understand this and understand it deeply. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. Forgiveness doesn't mean that you allow the person who betrayed you back into your life to continue the cycle. Forgiveness simply means that you choose to release the bitterness, the anger, the hurt. You choose to take back your power and refuse to let anyone's actions, past or present, define your future. Remember, betrayal does not have to be the end of your story. It can be the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter filled with growth, filled with lessons, filled with the strength to become a better version of yourself. It is in the moments of adversity that we discover what we are truly made of. And often, it is the painful moments, the moments of betrayal, that shape us into the people we were always meant to become. In the process of betrayal, you will find your true circle. You will discover who is truly loyal to you, who is truly committed to your success, and who will be there for you when things get tough. Betrayal has a way of revealing character. It has a way of showing you who your real friends are, who your real supporters are, and who is simply passing through your life. And that clarity is invaluable. As you move forward, take with you the lessons that betrayal has taught you. Hold on to the wisdom that has emerged from your pain. Keep walking with your head held high, knowing that you have survived, you have endured, and you are stronger than ever before. The people who betrayed you may have done so because they didn't recognize your value, because they were threatened by your potential, or because they lacked the understanding of loyalty. But those reasons are theirs, not yours. Your journey is yours alone, and no one can take away your ability to move forward and rise higher. So, in the end, let betrayal be a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. Let it fuel your growth, your wisdom, and your clarity. Let it propel you toward the future that is waiting for you. And remember, the best revenge is not found in trying to get back at those who hurt you. The best revenge is in your success, in your peace, and in your ability to move forward with your head held high. Your destiny is too great to be defined by those who couldn't see your worth. You are more than what they thought you were, more than what they tried to make you feel. And in time, they will see that. You, my friend, are unstoppable. In fact, as you continue to rise, you will start to notice something remarkable. Those who once betrayed you will start to look back and wonder why they couldn't see the greatness in you when they had the chance. They will begin to question their own decisions, but at that point, it won't matter to you. You see, when you let go of the need for validation from those who have wronged you, you free yourself from their influence. The moment you stop seeking approval from those who didn't understand your value, you unlock a new level of freedom. It is in this freedom that you truly begin to live. The betrayal itself, in its rawness, becomes just another lesson that life has handed you. The lessons might not be easy, but they are necessary. And through those lessons, you begin to develop a resilience, a strength that is built not on the easy moments of your life, but on the tough ones. It is the moments of hardship and betrayal that prepare you for the success that lies ahead. The road to your greatness has always been paved with trials, and betrayal is just another bump on that road. But every time you rise from that bump, you become more unshakable. And as you rise, your very presence will become a testimony of the power of resilience. You'll begin to realize that there's no limit to what you can achieve, no matter the setbacks, no matter the betrayals. The more you move forward, the more you realize that what others thought of you doesn't matter. What matters is who you know yourself to be. The more you walk in your purpose, the more you'll come to understand that not everyone will be able to walk with you. Some will fall by the wayside, and that's okay. Let them. Not everyone is meant to go with you to the places you are destined to reach. In the midst of your rise, you will also discover that there's something so powerful about forgiveness. Forgiveness isn't about erasing what has happened. It's about setting yourself free from the emotional chains of betrayal. It's about releasing the anger and resentment that would only hold you back. And the beautiful thing is, when you truly forgive, you don't do it for them. You do it for yourself. You do it because you understand that carrying that burden is weighing down your potential. You do it because you realize that your destiny is too important to be tied to the mistakes of others. What you are really doing in those moments is reclaiming your own power. You are saying, I will not be a prisoner of my past. I will not let what happened control who I become. It is in forgiveness that you find your greatest strength. It is in forgiveness that you reclaim your peace, your joy, and your ability to move forward unburdened. And as you continue this journey, you will notice something else. There will come a time when you are no longer even affected by the betrayal. You will look back at the people who hurt you, and you realize that their actions no longer have the power to hurt you. You will be able to forgive them from a place of peace, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve to be free. When you reach this point, you'll understand the profound truth that nothing and no one can take away your inner peace unless you allow them to. The people who betrayed you, in all their imperfection, will remain part of your story, but they no longer control your narrative. You control your narrative. You define your own worth. You decide how high you will rise. They may have thought they could take something from you, but in reality, they only helped you discover the power you had all along. Now, with each passing day, you will notice a transformation taking place within you. You will find that you are not the same person you were before the betrayal. You are stronger, wiser, more understanding. You've learned to appreciate your own value in a way you never could have without experiencing this hurt. You are more selective about the people you let into your life, more discerning about who gets access to your heart. You've become a person who values loyalty, integrity, and genuine connection because you now know how rare and precious these qualities are. This newfound wisdom will begin to show up in your relationships, in your career, and in your personal growth. You will start attracting the right people into your life, the ones who recognize your worth, the ones who celebrate your success, and the ones who will stand by you when the going gets tough. You will build relationships based on mutual respect, shared values, and authentic connections. And those relationships will be the foundation of your success moving forward. You see, the beauty of betrayal is that it doesn't define you, it refines you. It sharpens you and it prepares you for the greater things that are ahead. Every moment of pain, every tear shed in the process becomes a part of your foundation. It's like the soil of your life that nourishes the seeds of greatness inside you. And when you allow yourself to heal, when you allow yourself to grow, you will see that you are blooming into something extraordinary. So when you find yourself standing at the crossroads, faced with the memories of the betrayal and the opportunities that lie ahead, I want you to choose growth, choose wisdom, choose resilience, choose to see the bigger picture. The picture that shows you not as a victim of betrayal, but as a conqueror of it. The true beauty of your journey is not in avoiding betrayal, but in how you use it to become the greatest version of yourself. There's a saying that goes, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. But I'd like to take it one step further. What doesn't kill you refines you, molds you, and transforms you into something even greater than you could have imagined. So embrace the process. Embrace the lessons. Embrace the transformation that betrayal offers. Because in the end, you will look back and realize that the betrayal wasn't your downfall. It was your breakthrough. As you continue to walk this path, you'll find that your perspective on people and relationships will shift. The betrayal you experienced will no longer feel like a weight, but more like a catalyst that propelled you forward. You'll start to notice that the strength you've developed as a result of your pain is something that others begin to recognize in you as well. Your presence becomes a beacon of resilience. The way you carry yourself, the way you navigate life's challenges becomes an inspiration to others. And you'll find that those who have been through similar struggles will gravitate toward you, not to bring you down, but to learn from you. You'll start to realize that the lessons you've learned through betrayal are lessons that can be shared. You have the opportunity to mentor, to guide, and to support others who are walking the same painful road you once walked. And this is where your true power lies. In your ability to turn your scars into stories of strength and transformation. When you share your journey with others, when you speak about how you overcame betrayal and came out stronger, you create a ripple effect that extends far beyond your own life. What I want you to understand is that betrayal, while painful, serves as a teacher in your life. It teaches you discernment, it teaches you wisdom, it teaches you how to be strong, but also how to be kind and compassionate. Because the truth is, betrayal has a way of softening your heart. While you may have been hurt deeply, you begin to realize that, just as you have experienced hurt, others are walking through similar challenges. You start to see the human experience for what it truly is, a collection of moments of joy and pain, victories and defeats, growth and loss. And in seeing others through this lens, you develop a deep empathy. Empathy is what allows you to move past resentment. It is what allows you to forgive not just the person who betrayed you, but to forgive yourself for any part you played in allowing it to happen. Forgiveness is not about excusing bad behavior. It's about freeing yourself from the emotional chains that hold you captive. And as you free yourself, you open up space for healing and new beginnings. When you let go of the resentment, you'll start to notice something else happening within you. You'll begin to attract people who have also learned from their experiences and who will add value to your life. No longer will you be surrounded by those who seek to harm you or who are incapable of recognizing your worth. Instead, you'll find that your relationships deepen and become more meaningful. The connections you create from a place of healing and understanding are stronger and more authentic. You see, betrayal is not only a test of others. It's a test of your own character. It's an opportunity to rise above the negativity, to demonstrate your strength, and to show that no one can take away your sense of self-worth. The more you show that you are resilient, the more you inspire others to do the same. And the beauty of that is, the strength you gain from facing betrayal doesn't just benefit you, it benefits everyone around you. You become a source of inspiration, a person who others can look to and say, if they can make it through this, then so can I. Now let me make something clear. The fact that you rise after betrayal doesn't mean that the hurt disappears overnight. No, the pain may linger for a while, but with each passing day you'll find that it becomes easier to move forward. You may not forget the betrayal, but the sting of it will lessen, and over time it will no longer have the same power over you. You will no longer live in the shadow of that betrayal. You will live in the light of your own strength and resilience. And the most powerful part of this journey, you'll come to understand that the betrayal wasn't just an external force. It wasn't something that simply happened to you. It was part of a larger process of your own evolution. You see, we are constantly evolving, constantly growing, and sometimes it's the most difficult moments that push us to the highest levels of personal growth. Without the betrayal, you might not have gained the insight, the strength, or the wisdom that you now possess. It becomes a turning point in your life, an awakening to who you truly are and what you are truly capable of. So, as you continue to move forward, remember that you are not defined by what happened to you. You are defined by how you respond, by how you rise, and by how you continue to grow. And when you reach that place of deep understanding and clarity, you will see the beauty in your journey. The struggle you faced, the lessons you learned will all come together to form a powerful story. A story that will one day inspire someone else to keep going, to keep rising, no matter how many times they've been knocked down. The betrayal that you faced has become a stepping stone. It is the fire that forged your character. And as you walk forward into your destiny, you'll realize that you are stronger than you ever thought possible. You will recognize that your greatest strength was always inside of you, waiting to be awakened. And with that strength, you will conquer not only the pain of betrayal, but anything else that comes your way. The world is full of challenges. People will disappoint you. Life will throw curveballs at you. But in the face of those trials, you will stand tall because you have been tested. And you have proven that no matter what life throws at you, you can handle it. You are not the sum of your betrayals. You are the sum of your ability to rise, to overcome, and to move forward with grace, wisdom, and strength. And that, my friends, is the real victory. The victory is in your resilience, in your capacity to continue walking your path, undeterred by the setbacks, undaunted by the obstacles. You will rise again and again until one day you look back and realize that the very things that tried to break you only made you unbreakable. As you continue on this journey, you will also find that the pain of betrayal doesn't define you, but rather it refines you. It molds you into someone who understands that your true strength doesn't come from avoiding pain or hardship, but from facing it head-on and continuing to move forward. The greatest people in history weren't those who had the easiest lives or the least amount of pain. They were the ones who had the strength to overcome the greatest challenges. They were the ones who learned to thrive, not in spite of their struggles, but because of them. You will begin to see that betrayal has a purpose in your life. It's not to punish you, but to teach you. Each experience, each betrayal leaves behind a lesson in discernment, a lesson in forgiveness, a lesson in resilience, and perhaps most importantly, a lesson in self-worth. When you understand your own worth and the value of your peace, you begin to make decisions that align with your highest good. You begin to surround yourself with people who honor you, who see your greatness, and who support you in becoming the best version of yourself. This newfound understanding will shift the way you interact with the world. You won't settle for relationships or circumstances that don't align with your values. You'll learn to set boundaries. Boundaries that protect your peace, your energy, and your future. You'll recognize that your time, your love, and your effort are precious, and you won't waste them on people who don't appreciate your worth. The betrayal becomes a catalyst for a deeper understanding of what you truly need in your relationships and in your life. And as you move forward, you'll realize that you are now in control of your narrative. The betrayal that once seemed so all-encompassing will no longer have a hold on you. You will no longer look back and wonder why it happened. Instead, you will look forward with clarity and confidence, knowing that the journey ahead is filled with limitless possibilities. You will see that you've been prepared for greatness through the pain. Your story will no longer be one of victimhood, but one of victory. You will share your story with others not to evoke sympathy, but to inspire them, to show them that no matter what happens in life, they can rise, they can overcome. And in that overcoming, they will become the person they were always meant to be. You will use your experiences as a bridge to help others cross their own struggles. You will be a beacon of light for those who feel lost in their own pain, and your journey will be proof that no matter how many times you're knocked down, you can always get back up. But it's important to recognize that rising after betrayal doesn't mean just moving on or pretending that the hurt doesn't exist. It means acknowledging the pain, processing it, learning from it, and then choosing to rise above it. It means taking control of your emotional state, not allowing others' actions to dictate how you feel. It means taking ownership of your own healing and not waiting for an apology or for others to make things right. Healing starts within you. You will find that when you let go of the bitterness, you are able to see the bigger picture. You begin to realize that the betrayal, as painful as it was part of a larger plan for your life. It's as if the universe or life itself knew that you were capable of more than you realized and needed to push you to that next level. You may not have chosen the pain, but you can choose how you respond to it, and your response will ultimately shape the course of your future. As you move forward, you will encounter more opportunities that require you to trust again, to love again, to be vulnerable again. But this time, you will do so with wisdom. You will trust not blindly, but with discernment. You will love not with expectation, but with authenticity. You will be vulnerable, but only with those who have proven themselves worthy of your trust. And as you make these choices, you will find that life becomes richer, fuller, and more meaningful. The key is to remember that betrayal, while difficult, is not something that can ruin you unless you allow it. It cannot define your worth or dictate your future unless you let it. You are the author of your story. And with each page you turn, you write your own destiny. No one, no situation, no betrayal has the power to take away the greatness that lies within you. You will learn to cherish the beauty of your journey, the ups and downs, the victories and losses, the moments of joy and the moments of sorrow, because you know now that each part of the journey has shaped you into who you are becoming. And the person you are becoming is someone who cannot be stopped. You are a force that refuses to be broken no matter how many times you are knocked down. As you continue to grow, you will find that your capacity for love, for joy, and for success is limitless. Betrayal may have once shaken you, but now it strengthens your resolve. You walk with your head high, knowing that no matter what life throws at you, you have the power to overcome. The people who betrayed you may never fully understand the magnitude of their actions, but that's not your concern anymore. You have a life to live. You have dreams to chase. You have a future to build, and that future is far greater than any betrayal that has tried to derail you. The greatest victory isn't in overcoming betrayal. It's in realizing that you are stronger, wiser, and more capable than you ever thought possible. It's in seeing the lessons that betrayal has taught you and using those lessons to propel you into the next phase of your life. And it's in knowing deep within your soul that nothing can stand in the way of your destiny, not betrayal, not pain, not fear, nothing. Your greatness is your birthright. As we come to the end of this journey, let me remind you that betrayal is not the end. It is simply a chapter in your story. A chapter that has shaped you, refined you, and made you stronger than ever before. It has tested your character, but it has not broken you. In fact, it has been the very thing that revealed your true strength, your resilience, and your unwavering ability to rise. You are not defined by the betrayal. You are defined by your response to it. You are defined by the courage to rise, the wisdom to forgive, and the strength to move forward. You are defined by your ability to learn, to grow, and to continue on the path toward your destiny, no matter how many setbacks you face along the way. Never forget that your worth is not determined by the actions of others. Your worth is intrinsic, and no one can take that away from you. Your journey is your own, and you are in control of how you write your story. So, embrace the lessons that betrayal has taught you, let go of the hurt that has weighed you down, and rise into the greatness that is waiting for you. You are unstoppable, and your destiny is too great to be shaped by anyone else's actions. Walk forward with confidence, knowing that you have been tested, and you have come out on the other side stronger, wiser, and more powerful than ever. The world is waiting for you to shine, so step into that light unapologetically and let nothing stand in your way.